Moon sun's glowing, the city's alive. Clock strikes 12, we're ready to dive down the street where the neon hums. Our little escape, the workday succumbs. Tables wait, the bar's got that swing. Glasses clink, hear the ice cubes sing. Liquid lunch, pour it smooth, let it flow. Friends round the table where the good times grow. Raise a glass, let the worries slip away. Liquid lunch, we're living for today. There's Troy laughing with his gin and a grin, telling stories about where he's been. Boomer's got whiskey, he's loosening his tie, chasing dreams under a midday sky. The bartender knows us, he's mixing with flair. Every sip's a moment we're happy to share. Liquid lunch, pour it smooth, let it flow. Friends round the table where the good times grow. Raise a glass, let the worries slip away. Liquid lunch, we're living for today. The clock don't matter, we're lost in the vibe. Jazz in the air, feel the soul come alive. From martinis to bourbon, we're riding the wave. Stealing this hour, it's the freedom we crave. Sun's still shining, but we're in our zone. This bar's our shelter, our temporary home. One more round before the world calls us back. Savor the moment, keep the blues in the rack. We'll laugh and we'll toast till the afternoon fades. Memories made in these liquid escapades. Liquid lunch, pour it smooth, let it flow. Friends round the table where the good times grow. Raise a glass, let the worries slip away. Liquid lunch, we're living for today. So here's to the daylight, the drinks and the fun. Our liquid lunch, till the next one comes. With a wink and a smile, we'll be back real soon. Chasing that jazz under the high noon.
Salute and welcome. So glad to see all of you here in the chat. I just realized, thanks to a little gifty that I just got, that I forgot to send an invite to somebody. Give me just a second here. Where is my chat? X chat is stupid. I can't follow it anymore. Pops, if you are able to jump in here, I just sent you a link, the studio link. Please come join me. I completely forgot that we had talked about you maybe joining me today, this afternoon, whatever. Oh my gosh. Apologies. Meanwhile, let me say hi to the love of my life, Netter of Netters Network. She's thankful for me. Thank you so much. And she's dropping all of the happy birthday things. Funnily enough, my mother is calling me right now to wish me a happy birthday. But I am busy right now, Mom. I'll have to call you back. Let's let's see here. And she says, like, share, subscribe, become a member, leave a comment, gift a membership, and leave a comment, gift a membership, she said. Thank you so much for that. Happy Thankful Thursday, Liquid Lunchers. Hope you have a great stream, Troy. Oh, have a great stream, Troy. And that everyone enjoys. Thank you so much. FKC 2005, also known as Tim, says, happy birthday, Troy. Thank you so much. Me and my Leering Center. I see what you did there. Says, happy birthday, Troy. Me and my Leering Center. That is so funny. Don't want to send a kid to a learning center that can't even spell learning, right? Unless it really is a Leering Center. But then they shouldn't be trying to push people away who wanted to come by and leer, right? Happy birthday, Troy. I'll be playing Charo in your honor tonight. There you go. Thank you so much. Tired Midnight Blogger Curtis Selby. Welcome. Let's see. Longest Parsec says drinks all around. Yes. Thank you so much, my friend. If I had young children, I would send them to you to teach logic. That's just that you find somebody to teach them logic is a good start. Klingons have been complaining that Ferengi have set up daycare centers, but no children are taught the bottle. There you go. Making the Ferengi demonstrably more honest than Somali pirates. There you go. Let's real quick, because I was just about to bring up and Big Al Presents says Dukuch Moha Jaj Koshish Ij. Thank you so much, my friend. I super appreciate that. Let me bring in my guest, my friend, kind of a mentor to me in the YouTube sphere. Pops from Pops on Pop Culture. How you doing, sir? And what are you sipping on today?
How you doing, my friend?
How you doing? Good to see you.
Doing all right. I've got my Dr. Pepper Zero. My Dr. Pepper Zero. Yeah, I'm trying to fix my avatar, man. I'm having all sorts of problems. I'm going to go with Terminator, my friend. Here we go.
Something like this. Well, you got zero, I got diet, but basically the same, just a different sweetener.
That'll work.
It tastes slightly different. Thank you so much for the gifty.
It's not letting me change my avatar.
It won't. You click
funked up, don't I?
Click on the three dots. It says it'll say one of the options is to change avatar, and then you choose an avatar from your desktop or wherever you have pictures of you.
Hang on here. Sorry about that. Let me try to.
That's okay.
I think I'm going to go out and come back in and see if it'll let me reset it then. Because it just, I don't know. It's telling me I don't have permission. That's weird, huh?
That's weird. Yeah.
Yeah. Be right back.
Okay. And as soon as he comes back, we'll bring him back in. But he did gift me a membership, a gifted membership. Thank you so much for that. That went to BeltLoop29, who returns to membership thanks to that gift. Thank you so much. He says, happy birthday, my friend. Thank you very, very much. Joe's Atmosphere comes in to say, happy birthday. You'll never catch me, young man. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Merpo feeling very thankful that all this is well after yesterday's little misadventures at home and that I didn't get into an accident or get a ticket racing home. Yeah, that was a bad circumstance you had there, Mark. Glad everything ended up working out. I hope you talked to the lady of the house about being more careful going forward. It's very, very important. Wilkie's Movies and Music says, hey, all, thank you so much for being here. Wilkie's Movies and Music. Corey, good to see you, my friend. Jonathan Conroy says, hail all, smash the like button and enjoy the show. Yes, please do that. I would greatly appreciate that. And let me see if there's something that I need to do. If it's saying you don't have rights to do something, setting, name an avatar. Advanced settings. It doesn't give me the ability to give you any greater authorization. I mean, you should be able to change your icon. Penny, Penny, Penny. Good to see you. So glad you are here. Thank you so much. Coach Eve, Eve Judge, Kapla Bat Jej. Yes. So he's wishing me a happy birthday, success and honor. Thank you so much. Let's see. Guys saying hi to each other, which I always love to see. Jonathan Conroy says he's in lurking mode, cleaning the wood stove. You got to do that from time to time, otherwise it gets pretty hard to breathe in the house. Salute to deleted scenes. In bed, but wanted to wish you a happy birthday. Well, that's perfectly fine. Everything okay? I hope you're doing all right. I can't wait for Tron Aries watch party next week. Yes, I will be joining Real Wade Nation Gaming Clips because I haven't seen it, and going to get an opportunity to watch that with him in 4 days. Yeah, the week is going by so fast. Connie Cleary, welcome. Yes, sir.
It won't let me change anything, but you know what? I'm okay. Let's just hang out and talk for a second. I just wanted to make sure I could just wish you a happy birthday and tell everybody how thankful we are to have you and what you're doing every day now, making the middle of our day go smoother. So yeah.
I'm so glad. And I know that there's a lot of people that see, I look at my watch numbers and they're way higher than the number of people that are commenting. So I know that there's people that are coming in and lurking and, probably listening.
Watch after the fact, right? A lot of people are listening after the fact too. That's
no. I mean, even when I check like during the show, looking and seeing, I got like 15 people showing in the studio right now, and I don't think I've got 15 people that have chimed in and said hi. Although I don't know, some of them are coming in and saying hi, like Outlaw Bill, welcome, my friend. Happy trails to you, my friend. Oh yes, I assumed you. If you didn't realize it was my birthday, you certainly did wish me well. So that's perfectly fine. No worries there.
Well, as you know, I listen a lot and can't always type. I'm listening while I'm driving. True. I'm listening while I'm traveling. I'm in the office, so it'll just be in my earbud. So I probably am. So anyway, with all that said, so my friend, New Year's, week out's your birthday. Are you a goal setter? How do you structure those type of stereotypes and things like that?
I try to always be mindful that whenever there is a some sort of a milestone transition kind of thing, I need to start looking to the future, but I don't formalize that for the same reason as when it comes to like, we're coming up on February, we're coming up to Valentine's Day. Netter and I don't really celebrate, that particular day because it's like, it seems like the kind of a thing. Well, I think everyone always says, it's just a Hallmark holiday to buy chocolate and cards and flowers and, stuff like that. That's one element of it. Secondly, it seems like it's a institutionalized way of showing love for your significant other, just in case you're not doing it the rest of the year. And since Netter and I really do make an effort to make every day an opportunity to show our love for each other, we should not be needing these special days. I'll probably buy her some chocolate, a nice dessert or something like that. But that should not be the focus. So by the same token, going into a new year isn't going to be any different focus than any other day. For example, I've got goals for my channel, but those come up throughout the year, right?
Okay.
And I had a goal to reach 100 members by the end of 2025, which we actually succeeded within 24 hours of the ball drop,
Right.
proverbial ball drop, because that doesn't happen anymore. And so now, I'm going to up my goal to starting to try to get to 200 members by the end of the year. And if I make it significantly before then, I won't wait for the end of the year to raise my goal. I want to keep advancing, regardless of when that cutoff point is.
I'm just picking your brain. So I was just trying to. So like when you say 100 members, do you look at like how many you average per month, and therefore, if you track so much, you going out this way? Do you look at the type of engagement you have, and look at, I'm trying to gauge what you turn the page on another birthday year. You look at trying to dissect what happens in the Pacelli brain a little bit on how you structure moving forward.
I'll be honest, I don't get that granular with it. Partly because I haven't even learned yet how to parse the analytics here in YouTube that well. I just go simply by, right now, I have 100 members. So I have 100 members. I made my goal. Now, how can I, what did I do that worked? That helped me get there. And a big part of it was just by getting the community involved and saying, this is my goal. Right. We all succeed together, right? We're always saying #together we grow. So I've got to consider my members. In the credits, my members are listed as producers on the show, right? So they are literally my partners in this show. And I want them to realize that and feel a part of it. So, when I tell them, they can feel jazzed about doing all the things, whether that's, gifting another membership or whatever, staying with me as a membership, but especially getting the streams shared out and telling people about the channel. That's crucial, because the thing that is not happening, the goal that I have not been able to achieve, is the subscription numbers. In fact, YouTube hit me towards the end of the year with a big loss of subscribers. And I know that's not just people, clicking off. That is YouTube saying, let's get rid of 100 of your subscribers, But what's important is, if you're not subscribed, you're not seeing my content. If you're not seeing my content, you're not feeling like, well, maybe I should become a member and support. I think that one leads to the other.
It's all part of the big basket, right? Yeah.
Yeah. And then you get someone like Connie Cleary here. Thank you so much, giving me a birthday gifty, which went to, I'll have to look at what the actual name. Euler Greg. Greg. I've seen Euler Greg before. Absolutely. So welcome to membership, Euler Greg. And
do you have other sort of non-YouTube tangible things, like maybe you want to read a book a month, or certain types of, I know you guys have been going through Twin Peaks and you do certain things. So you have, what are some of those things that are on the plate looking ahead to this year?
So that's very interesting. And it's almost impossible to separate it from YouTube, because I find things that I want to do, to integrate into how can this other thing that I want to do contribute to either content of a video or an ongoing thing. I wanted to read through Sherlock Holmes, every story. So I started the Sherlock Holmes watch parties on Tuesday nights, so that I could, in order to get ready for that, I'm reading a story a week. So, that helps keep me on track. Kind of the same thing with Twin Peaks. Twin Peaks, to me, is unique from most of the other shows that I've seen. I love Star Trek, but some of those episodes, I haven't seen in 30 years. It's going to be some time before I get around to watching another episode. But Twin Peaks is the kind, and there's much less Twin Peaks. There's only a season and a half, well, no, now there's 2 seasons. So the equivalent of 2.5 to 3 seasons and a movie. That's all there is. There are some books as well.
Gotcha.
But it's very, very dense, very, very allegorical. There's a lot of symbolism that needs to be pieced apart in it. So you need to watch it over and over again and think about it and talk about it with people. So that's why we wanted to do the Twin Peaks thing also on Tuesdays. Doctor Who. I have the entire run of Doctor Who through Peter Capaldi. That's where I stopped. Because there is no Doctor Who after Peter Capaldi. And I have the entire collection on DVD. So I wanted to rewatch it all from the beginning. Started a late night Sunday show to do that. So there you go.
No, I think
got,
I was just going to say, I think it's you're bringing up something that's very interesting. I don't know if, for folks that are maybe non-YouTubers, is that so much of our life is overlapping with this that
yes,
I'm with you, where it's like when I watch a movie or a show, I usually try to figure out a way to make some sort of content for it so it adds some value to that experience, and I plant my flag on my thoughts or something about it in that moment, which evolves over time. Some of these things we've watched for years, and like you, I want to get to some things maybe I hadn't gotten to before. So I mean, I'm sure by now you've seen, I've gone through some Star Trek original series.
Yeah.
So I didn't grow up a Trek guy. So I've been going through some of those episodes, but I've kind of like had to figure out how to not put so much pressure on myself to not do one a week. Like, okay, well, I'm going to do maybe 2 a month. Like, just kind of, they're not every Monday. They're just kind of, they're when I can get to them, and little things like, cause I want to bring other things back. Some other things had to go on the show because you don't get burned out. Cause I think as you know, like the Doctor Who thing, you can just get burned out just doing it all the time. It's just going to be too much. Even things you love. Like that was how
I haven't warned.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I haven't warned the audience yet.
Yeah. All right.
But Doctor Who, at least for the first 2 Doctors, can be challenging on a weekly basis.
Yeah.
It's a little bit drier. It's a very different show than it became. It's just got a very, very different feel. And then there's the reconstructions that are literally just slideshows. And it's like, Netter goes, oh, God, can we just get through this? Yeah, exactly. So I know exactly.
That's interesting. No, I just think that there's a way to, like for me, like, and you're familiar with both things, right? I did the Saturday morning cartoon thing. I was doing watch throughs of 2 different shows, and I took like a year off where I did a few things here and there, but I'm going to try to bring something back at least monthly. I'm going to bring some reviews back, but I'm also, more importantly, I think, going to just insert actual cartoons into the experience. So more of what we talked about with Saturday morning cartoons, like it was for an hour, it'd be maybe doing a review and then showing things like Match Fleisch or Superman are public domain, and there's Looney Tunes cartoons that are public domain. Just incorporate that experience a little bit into it to kind of capture that and excuse to talk about it. Same thing with What's Your Story. I want to bring that back as well, but again, scheduling, a lot of challenges there. But that's why I wanted to ask you, like, how do you piece your planning and your goals around that over the course of the year? Because it's birthdays, it's anniversaries, it's milestones, things like that. And you have a birthday that's really close to the New Year resolution stereotypes. And that's kind of why I thought it'd be kind of fun to go down that avenue a little bit. So.
That's very, very fair. I do want to also acknowledge, I know that today is Thankful Thursday, so I want to acknowledge what other people are thankful for. I got a second part-time job today. Good news is I will have some money to survive. Bad news, I'll have less time to work on YouTube. And that is what I am often talking about. I have the luxury of having a wonderful partner in life who is doing the 9 to 5. It's actually 8 to 4, but whatever. And getting the insurance and so forth, so that I can try to build up this business of being a YouTuber. Not everyone has that benefit. If I had to go back to work, that would pretty much be, go back to work, in a 9 to 5 sort of way. That would be the end of YouTube for me. I just really could not do it. It is a full-time thing. It has to be a full-time thing. So I super, super appreciate all of the support from people like Geek Flag with Nate Knows, celebrating 14 months of membership. He says, I'm still here. Yes, you are. I count on you being here. You are one of the rocks, the pillars of this channel, my friend. Gorilla's Random Thoughts says, plop. Busy at work, might head up to Minneapolis after work, need some stuff, and I hear it's a good time to have a 5-finger discount. Well, yeah, just don't go messing with federal agents. That's a great way to bring an end to your birthdays. Leia Plus Size, haven't seen you in a minute. Good to see you. Afternoon all, and Troy, hope you have a great birthday. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I super, super appreciate that. Hey, Troy, tell Pops, well, you're telling him right now. He's also invited for Tron Ares Watch Party stream. I believe that's on Monday.
Yeah, there's just scheduling issues, Wade. I'm so sorry. And if you can just give me maybe some stuff out, maybe 2 or 3 weeks, Troy will definitely be my witness. He knows I'm scheduling into February right now. Just so people understand, because of the complexity of the day job, my farm life, the extracurricular business that I run, I schedule out 2-3 weeks at a time. So let me know something maybe early February to mid-February, like a Monday, Wednesday, Monday, Thursdays are good, and kind of let me know. Yeah, I appreciate the invite though. And yeah, you guys are amongst it. I have not done Tron Ares yet, so I will.
Have you seen the movie?
No, I can't bring myself to do it because the original is the original one, and I don't hate on Tron Legacy as much as most people do. It's like half a movie for me, and then like other stuff that I just tolerate. But Tron Ares without Tron and Jared Leto and just the premise, So anyway, I don't want to derail, but I want to just because I don't have too long to hang with you. I'll let you have your wonderful chat back. But I wanted to ask, what birthday traditions do you have? Any other birthday traditions or anything that you like to do around your birthday? Not say on the day, because I know now this makes it different, but
I don't really. I mean, the standard things like Netter gave me my gifts. I thought this was a cute one. So the packaging says, "Happy birthday." This is cupcake socks. It says.
Oh,
and you
okay.
pop them out, and it's literally house socks that say
birthday
vintage 1971 limited edition.
That's awesome.
which I thought was cute. She got me a warm sweater. She got me some new earbuds. Obviously, a little bit of a focus on what we do here. So that shows
he's officially going to start receiving AARP mail now, because officially today is the day that the AARP mail will start showing up. So yeah.
All of that goes in the garbage. We belong to AMAC.
Oh, it'll still come to you. They'll just keep coming.
I know.
55,
that's fine.
55
I don't mind
and
them
over.
wasting their resources with mass mailings to us. But we are members of AMAC because we do not like our money going to corporations that really hate the things that we stand for politically and ideologically. So you gotta support those who support you. Is what I'm always saying here. So there you go. But another tradition, birthday cake. My preferred birthday cake has always been cannoli cake. So I'm going to stop at the little Italian bakery. Well, I have to go out to an eye doctor appointment after the stream. So on the way back, I'm going to grab some cannoli cake. And Netter's like, you want to get like a full cake? And I'm like, no, it's just the two of us. I'll get 2 little pieces. She says, get 4. We can freeze 2 of them. Okay, fine. I'll get 4 pieces of cake. I don't need a whole cake,
They make mini cakes, Yeah, they do make mini cakes. It's okay to get a little guy. There's little ones.
Yeah, I know. Birthday, I'm actually breaking a birthday tradition this year, because ordinarily I would make dinner for myself on my birthday, and it would be gnocchi. I love gnocchi, and I only have it once a year at my birthday. not having it this year because I'm already stopping to get the cake. I don't want to stop and pick up gnocchi and whatnot on the way home. But also, I get a free pizza from Rosati's. So I'm going to have pizza for my birthday. And I'll have gnocchi like maybe over the weekend.
All right.
I know they're not big traditions. It's just
No, just like I said, conversational type stuff. I have to dip out because I got to get back to the old day job, but I wanted to say, spend a little time with you for a second and wish you well. And
thanks,
like
buddy.
I said, just like my I guess we're 6 months. You're like my 6-month younger brother, so it's just it's asking. So
yeah, we're pretty close, aren't we? So
yeah,
I can refer to you as my older
just
brother.
under 6 months. Yeah, just under 6 months. July, so it's just above. So
that would make us like Irish twins, but neither one of us are
yeah.
Irish.
my boys refer to themselves as half twins. So yeah, it'll work.
Half twins. So, there you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
But listen, man, be blessed. Have a great birthday.
You too.
Hail to all of you in chat. You guys are amazing. Keep doing what you're doing. Love you guys. And take care, my brother. Hope you have a great day.
Take care. Bye-bye. But there you go. That's Pops. Make sure you're following him. It's here on YouTube at Pops. That's all it is. POPS. Make sure you're following him because he is absolutely good people. Well, let's face it, all of you are good people. Honest question, should I try deep dish pizza in Chicago? Yes, you should. Yes, you should. And I am not one of those types who is going to say, Chicago pizza is the best, deep dish pizza is the best, blah, 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 blah. I don't like New York, thin slice, fold over pizza. Look, pizza is like sex. Even when it's bad, it's still not that bad. It's still pretty good. So I used to like, okay. My uncle owned a marina in Ohio, and my grandmother worked. She was actually in charge of the lunch counter. She'd make burgers and, French fries, all that kind of stuff. And they had these frozen pizzas that people would come in and they would pay like 3 times as much as these things cost. It was a great return on the dollar. And people would buy them and buy them and buy them. And all they were was this bread disc with sauce, a little bit of cheese, and like 2 or 3 frozen pepperonis on it. And you'd put it into the, I can't remember if it went into the microwave or the toaster oven, either way. And then you'd cut it, give it to them. Honestly, they were pretty good. They weren't anything like, real pizzeria pizza, but they were still pretty good, But yeah, deep dish pizza, there's 2 places. And I know they're just like Sox and Cubs, are going to fight, who's best. Same thing with the restaurants. Pizzeria Uno and not Rosati's. Pizzeria Uno and what's the other one? Netter, if you're not in your meeting right now, the one that you used to work for. Giordano's? Giordano's. I believe that's it. Those are the 2 big ones. But whatever pizzeria you go to, ask them if they've got a deep dish pizza. Give it a try, because sometimes these smaller unknown pizzerias have pretty good pizza. Big difference between deep dish pizza and the thin. Well, everybody knows thin crust, right? Thin crust is thin crust, and New York style thin crust is particularly thin and really soft. So you get this big slice of pizza, you fold it in half in order to eat it. Otherwise, you're going to make a mess. But deep dish is like, honestly, it's a casserole. It's a freaking casserole. It's made in like a cake tin, and you got this real thick buttery crust, and then they put down slices of cheese, not grated cheese, slices of cheese. And then for Giordano's, it's a big patty of Italian sausage, a big patty right in the middle that takes up the whole pizza. And then a bunch of sauce on top of that, and then they sprinkle some cheese on top of that. That's how they do it. You should get whatever it is you like. If you like sausage, get sausage. If you like pepperoni, get pepperoni. Get whatever you want. Netter, specifically, she likes to tell them specifically to put the pepperoni on top of the cheese because she wants the pepperoni to crisp up, because otherwise they'll put it underneath the cheese and it's more chewy. You order it the way you want. I'm sick and tired of everybody saying, if you're going to do it, you got to do it this way. Now, with hot dogs, it's a little different. By all means, get your hot dog the way you want. But if you want it Chicago style, you got to just give up what you want and just say, give me a Chicago style hot dog. Chicago style hot dog is a steamed hot dog on a steamed bun with the black, what are they called? Mustard seeds or whatever they are. With onion, mustard, spear of pickle, pickle relish, and celery salt. Celery salt is key. Never ketchup on a Chicago style hot dog. You might have tomatoes on there too. They might put 2 little slices of tomato. But give that a try. Give a Chicago hot dog a try exactly the way it is once. If you like it, you like it. If you don't ever order it that way again. And I will think none the less of you. After I get back, I'll have you on, Troy, and talk Chicago. That sounds like a great idea. I would love to talk to you about your experiences in Chicago. Just stay safe. Talk to the people that you're seeing there about where you're going to be going and where you should not go. Personally, I don't think any of the city is safe anymore by comparison to the way it was when I grew up. But, there's certain neighborhoods you really, really should stay out of. Anyway, it is well past the hour. I'm glad that I was able to have a guest on today. Want to hit you with those promos so that you guys know what I've got coming up this week. And then when we get back to the other side, I'm going to tell you something else that I'm thankful for. Be right back.
You are watching Liquid Lunch, streaming every weekday at noon Central, 1 p.m. Eastern. Let's sip together.
This week on Retro Cinema, Ryan Reynolds stars as reckless test pilot Hal Jordan, who is granted an alien ring that bestows him with otherworldly powers and is inducted into an intergalactic police force. In our darkest hour, there will be light. It's Green Lantern, this Saturday at 9 Central, 10 Eastern on Netter's Network.
This week on Last Call presents Doctor Who, the conclusion to An Unearthly Child. First, in the Forest of Fear, having been captured by prehistoric cave dwellers, the Doctor and his companions are freed by Old Mother on condition they will leave the tribe and not make fire. The group attempt to return to the TARDIS, but Zar and Her follow them. Then, in The Firemaker, Cal accuses Zar of Old Mother's murder, but the Doctor exposes him as the real killer. However, Zar then insists the travellers be held prisoner until they show him how to make fire. This Sunday starting at 11:30 p.m. Central, 12:30 Eastern on Last Call presents.
Every Sunday evening, Aged Boomer and Last Call with Troy Pacelli bring you the rundown of the week's geek news, or at least what they think is interesting. You may have heard about it elsewhere, but Boomer and Pacelli spin it like only 2 old geezers can. It's Geeky Geezers, every Sunday evening at 8 Central, 9 Eastern.
Dive into the eerie, surreal world of Twin Peaks with us every Tuesday. Join passionate superfans as we unravel mysteries, decode Lynchian symbolism, and sip some damn fine coffee together. Whether you're a Black Lodge veteran or a curious newcomer, our live discussions on YouTube and X will keep you hooked. Come join the conversation. Who killed Laura Palmer? Let's find out together on Deleted Scenes and Affiliates every Tuesday evening at 7:30 Central, 8:30 Eastern.
This week on Last Call presents The Adventures of Sherlock Holmes. When a notorious retired builder is found dead, his recently named heir is the prime suspect. Knowing that he is about to be arrested for the murder, John Hector MacFarlane asks for Sherlock Holmes's assistance in establishing his innocence. Can Holmes deduce who did in fact murder the Norwood builder? We'll uncover the answer Tuesday at 9 p.m. Central, 10 p.m. Eastern.
We now return to our liquid lunch.
Mark Melnikoff points out the tourist spots can be unsafe, so make sure you practice situational awareness. Don't let your guard down, no matter where you are. Don't assume that just because a lot of people are there and it's a tourist spot that it's safe. Thank you so much, Geek Flag with Nate Knows. He says happy birthday and sends me a birthday gifty that goes to Hoshi Ryo. Welcome to membership, Hoshi Ryo. Thank you so much. Nate says he can't stay. He's got to get back to work. But everybody, have fun. Keep it legal. Absolutely will. I love you, Sophia. Marry me. I'm gonna have to. We're gonna be doing a stream where Sophie's gonna say hi to all of you real soon. I mean, yeah, Sherlock Holmes is cool. Yeah, exactly. There you go. So anyway, so thankful that I made it 55 times around the sun. Sun looks pretty much the same in 55 years, although the world has changed considerably. It's actually quite amazing. What I do want to do is I want to share my screen with you. Something else I'm a little thankful for. I won't spend a lot of time on this, but Disney's Tangled casting suggests the studio may finally be learning from live action Misfires. Let's kind of zoom in on this a little bit. Whoops. Let me back up now. Hi, Marvin. Good to see you. So take a look at this. This was what I really wanted to focus on. This is the casting for the live action, basically Rapunzel, right? The live action version of Tangled. And you look at these, and I don't know who these kids are. Yeah, I'm sure they're very talented. I think it's best that you start going with more young people that are unknown. Give them an opportunity, right? That's how you get talent, right? Remember, Christopher Reeve was completely unknown before he played Superman. So when you look at these now, of course, she in this picture she's a redhead, but I've also seen her as a blonde, so no worries there. Let's face it, she's going to end up with some serious extensions, possibly CG extensions. Very green eyes, which is also very spot on for the character. And I'm telling you, that kid on the right there, he doesn't need to change too much. Maybe lighten up I wouldn't even shave off the mustache. I'd just lighten it up, trim it down a little bit, thin it out a bit. But otherwise, he's doing just fine. No change of no swapping of race, gender, any of that kind of thing. Now, don't get me wrong. I still don't think that making live action versions of these things is worthwhile. There's another picture down here. This is a perfect comparison, right? So she's got the longer blonde hair now. That helps, right? I'm sure they'll style it a little bit more like the character, put her in that purple dress. She's got those very full lips that are very popular these days. And it's not like she's got huge, anime style eyes. They're the right color. But there are things that you can do to stylize a character in animation that you cannot do in live action. You shouldn't do in live action. It's why animation exists. It's a method of storytelling. It's a medium of storytelling that is unique. It allows you to tell a story you could tell in live action, but by conveying much greater depth of character and emotion. This is especially true if I go back up. I can guarantee you that this little guy is going to be in the movie, and he's going to be done by CG. And my question is, why? Why? This is an animated character that works in animation, shouldn't be live action. You know, you should just give us a real lizard. What is he, a chameleon? A real chameleon. But then he doesn't convey any emotion. He's just a lizard. This is the problem that I saw with The Lion King. It was so hyper realistic, right? Just think about, Can You Feel the Love Tonight, right? You know, the two lions, pretty steamy stuff, right? And she's lying there and she gives him the eyes. Real lions don't do that. They can't. They don't smile. They don't leer. They don't make faces. They don't laugh, right? So if you're going to do it in live action, it's going to look weird. And it doesn't look weird in animation. You know, just saying. But having said that, as far as the casting goes, they got it down. I'd say they really got it down. Just wait, Troy. Bell cast Cynthia Erivo to play Mother Gothel. I'm gone now. Have fun. Oh, speaking of Cynthia Erivo, sadly come to find out it is also her birthday today. I share a birthday with a lot of great famous personalities. Elvis Presley, Shirley Bassey, David Bowie, William Hartnell, the first Doctor, and Dr. Stephen Hawking. But apparently I also share a birthday with Cynthia Erivo. Actually, I don't see that as a problem. Having her play the villain, I think that works perfectly. Why not? But yeah, Jonathan Conroy's getting one. Just enough with the live action. Start making. There are a lot of stories that have not yet been told. You don't have to keep retelling the same ones over and over again, Disney. Funny, Tangled is scheduled for FW. Oh, Films with Friends in a couple months. Good. I love that movie. I really do. Snow White, cough, cough, CGI dwarves, creepy. Yeah, exactly. Look, that's exactly the kind of thing I'm talking about. What's the point, right? That whole dwarf thing was a cluster F. It really was. It should first they decided not to go with little people. They decided to go with full-sized hippies, right? Of varying size. They're basically not even retelling the same story anymore if they're not dwarves, right? They should have gotten 7 little people playing that role. And I hate saying little people, but ever since the 70s, we were told that was the term of art that they preferred. So fine, that's what I'll go with. But dwarfism is a real medical condition, right? So calling them dwarves is not meant to be offensive. It is meant to be descriptive, very specific. I'm not just saying they're short. I'm saying they are dwarves. They have some form of genetic dwarfism, right? Which makes them perfect to play the fantasy characters of dwarfs in a live action story. But they didn't do that. So they should not have bothered to do live action. But be that as it may, I'm saying it shouldn't have been done anyway. If you watch the introduction scene in the original cartoon, of Snow White. The dwarfs, the 7 dwarfs at the foot of the bed, right? And each one of their little noses pops up, one after the other. That little gag is just so cool and so sweet. And that's not something you could reproduce in live action. That is part and parcel of the medium of animation. That's why the film was made the way it was. If you are going to do a live action film, I think that the blueprint for that, or let me say it differently, a live action interpretation of a Disney film. I think the what was the one? Cinderella. Yeah, Cinderella was the prototype. They told the basic story. They stayed away from the things, the fantasy elements that needed to be animated. Yes, they used CG birds and mice, but they didn't use them the same way they did in the cartoon, where they're actually the ones making the dress for her or whatever, and helping her clean up and stuff like that. Overly done. That was that version. If you want a live action, you need to bring down the fantasy elements a little bit. Anyway, just my thought. I would like to see 2D animation come back. I would too. I never fell in love with 3D animation. And I still insist, right tool for the right job. When I think about, what was it? Beauty and the Beast. Beauty and the Beast used computer animation and 3D effects to create a 2D medium. I don't really have a problem with that. I think that's fine. I miss the drawn cell animation. But again, there is a way to blend the two. You get an artist in who does all your storyboards and mock-ups, right, using regular hand art. Then he can do keyframes. He does keyframes using, drawing them out. You then scan those into a computer, clean them up, and colorize them. And then you use software to fill in the motion in between the key frames, which is basically an augmented way of the way cell animation was always done. You would have the main artist do the key frames, and then you'd turn it over to, a whole bunch of, low paid interns to fill in all the action scenes. Right. So anyway, just got out of my meeting. Apparently, the company-wide all-hands meeting is happening when I'm in Florida. I seriously doubt I'll miss anything. I'm sure, yes. Reminder that Netter and I will be in Florida for MegaCon. For those of you that are able to make it and want to meet up with us, we would love to meet you face-to-face. So anyway, I didn't want to get into... You can go to that Park Place and read this article for yourself. I just wanted to share that, although I probably won't make it a priority to see this live action Tangled. If they're going to do it, I'm glad that this casting is the way they're going. This shows a step in the right direction. But now, Disney, just stop remaking all your crap and start making some new stuff. If you don't, you're just going to waste away as a company. You already are. It's getting pretty bad. I don't intend to be wasting away anytime soon, even though I have been around the sun 55 times, and I'm going to keep trying for another 55, if at all possible. We'll see what happens. But anyway, I want to thank everybody. We will continue to celebrate my birthday tonight on Netter's Network, where I will be her guest for her Thursday things. And you guys can join us there. And then, of course, tomorrow night on Last Call, I will definitely be celebrating my birthday with some strong adult beverage, which I haven't decided what it'll be just yet. We'll figure that out before Liquid Lunch tomorrow. So, guys, I want to thank you so much for hanging out with me, taking time during your work day to share your Liquid Lunch with me. I hope you all had fun. I hope you all take care of yourselves. Stay healthy, stay hydrated, drink responsibly, and I'll see you all on the next one. Take care, everyone.
Goodbye. Hope to see you again real soon.
So here's to the daylight, the drinks and the fun, our liquid lunch, till the next one comes. With a wink and a smile, we'll be back real soon, chasing that jazz under the high